strange planet on which we live, people. At this point in time, there's still nowhere else in the known universe that has anything close to what we have. So there you go. We are special. We are special beyond description. And in honor of this, I've decided I'm going to share a little bit of time with you guys, including a mild beverage, which I feel is something that I deserve. So just bear with me a second. Hello, Love Triber. Hello, Linda. Hello, God and Cooper. Nice to see you all. And it's very, very late for some of you, I know that. But this is spontaneous. And I just felt it was something that should be done. Hello, Tia Mia. And hello, Love Triber. Yes. So, yeah, I guess the notifications did reach a few people. So, cheers. Let me just say hello to you guys. At the moment, I don't actually have a way for you guys to see me or for me to see you. So what I'd like to do is kind of explain what's happening here. I'm taking my technology to the limits in what I know how to do and how to do it in order to get this little video out for you. I'm using a few bits of material that I've shared with the members. Some of you are members here tonight, some of you are not members. But I'm sharing this with you because I think it's really, really important for the world to know. And as you know, I have this book. You know, I wrote this years ago, okay? And it's all about what is happening next year. Okay, here we go. Hello, Mary. I see you. You see this here? Global Restructuring, January 2020. This is an historical moment in terms of the sacred geometry on a global scale, in terms of human history. There have been other major epochal events like this, and because we are alive living in it at this very moment in time, it may seem completely meaningless to us because we're just living through it. Hey, where's my day job? Is my cell phone charged up? What's in my refrigerator? Am I going to get fired next week? Am I going to get through college? Does anybody love me? And on and on and on and on it goes. And anyway, I wrote this book because I knew years and years ago that we were heading towards something, and so I did a lot of homework and research, and lo and behold, here it is and here we are. So you can have a look at this if you want to, but what I want to do right now is jump to something else, which is relevant to 2020. Thank you, Love Triber. And it's like, with any luck, I'll be able to figure out a way to do another. I don't know if I can. Seriously, I'm really pushing the technology. I'll just see what I can do this evening. But I wanted to show something to you guys. And it looks sort of like this. Let me see if I can get you connected first of all. Okay. I'd like to ask, can you guys see something on the screen now where you see Jupiter, Saturn, Uranus, and there's little Pluto as well. And I think Neptune is not there. I would like to know before I do anything else, because again, I'm really pushing the technology. I'd like to know that you can see the planets on the screen right now. So I am going to just hang out with you here and chat while I wait for God can see it. God and Cooper can see it. Excellent. If God and Cooper can see it, then other people can see it too. So that is a good sign. Mary C., thank you. Yes. Now the next step is I'm going to play this thing. It's 3 minutes long. Okay? And I'm probably going to use this and show this again. Hello, Primary. Good evening and welcome. I'm doing a little miniature presentation because people have been mentioning that it's kind of important. Thank you. I'm glad you can see it too. So what you're going to see here is a depiction of sacred geometry in motion. I found this in my research a while back, and I do a lot of stuff behind the scenes which I don't often share with people. It's just for my own education, because I like to stay on top of these things to do with the planets, so that my own life stays as much into the flow as possible, and sometimes it's really hard to do. And I'm very tempted to try something else so that I can hang out with you guys in person. Give me a second. Bear with me. More technology. And we'll check out to see what it is, see what's happening. All right. All right, so back to the stage. So I'm back at the stage right now. We just started up. Hello, Obasti, I see you. Hello, Mary C. So you can see me, I can see you. I'm going to move over to another scene here. Hopefully, give me a second. Now, I have another check for you. Can you guys see me? Can you see Terra Lumination? Can you hear Terra Lumination? Okay? There's a reason I'm asking this, because I'm really, really pushing the technology. Okay? I've never done this before. Please, I know we can see the stage. I know we can see the video presentation that I'm going to be putting up soon. But hello, Mary Pike. You must be new. Hello, Mary Pike. Thank you for hanging out with us. This is Terra Lumination. It's a spontaneous event. It's to do with some information about the year 2020, which is coming up very soon, very fast. Hello, Tiamia. Hello, Mary. You're saying yes. Ubasti's saying yes. Yes, yes, yes. Awesome. Oh, my God. This is actually working. This is actually working, people. Okay, let me go back over here. All right, now, can you affirm again that you can see the planets? There's Jupiter, there's Saturn, and I believe the other one is Pluto or Neptune, or one of the asteroids. Oh, no, okay? All right, so we're good. So we have 3 primary stages at the moment. Thank you, dear Primary. All right? I'm very I've got butterflies right now, hoping that I can do this. So if you give me a second, what I'm going to do is play something for you, and I'm going to ask you to observe. Okay? Just simply observe, and you'll see what I'm talking about. Okay, now watch this very, very carefully. Let's keep it going. Watch very carefully, please. I'm going to stop now. All right, now bear with me again, please. I know I can't actually slow it down, Primary, and I'm sorry about that, Tia Mia. Let me get back over here with you guys. Well, it looks like the presentation is actually technically working. Okay? So we completed the first part of this little video here. What I want to do now is go back to the video again, and I'm going to pick out the early stages of that video, which is what is so important on an astrological scale, on a level with humanity that we've never seen before in, I don't know, hundreds of years. Okay? So please bear with me. I will try and explain it. Let me actually go to my other stage, and I'll do I'll do an astrodoodle. Stay right there. Okay, stay right there. Okay. When you are watching that little video, which I'm going to go back to in a little while, it's showing sacred geometry about how the planets orbit around the sun. So I'm going to put the sun here in the center. Okay? And we have Mercury, Venus, Earth, Mars, and then it goes out to Jupiter, Saturn, Uranus, Neptune, and Pluto. Okay? And the way they depict it on the video is at a slight angle. So it's as though you're looking at the solar system from an angle like this. Okay? Got it? So it's looking like this, so it gives people a view of the planets that is not like this, and it's not like this, and it's not like this. It's sort of at an angle, so you can get the feeling of what we're trying to talk about. Okay? So that's part of it. These represent the basic planets. Sun, Moon, Mercury, Venus, Mars, Jupiter, Saturn, Uranus, Neptune, and Pluto. Okay? Those are the primary planets. We have the asteroids and the fixed asteroids and the stars way out there, okay? Definitely not to scale, right? And what they're trying to show you on this video, I have no idea how they did it. It's mind-boggling as far as I'm concerned. What they are trying to show you is this. I'm going to go back to the center over here. Sun, Moon, Mercury, Venus, Mars, Jupiter. I'll just put it in like a little Sun, Mercury, Venus, Earth plus Moon, Sun, Mercury, Venus, Earth, Mars, Jupiter. Okay, so here's where it gets freaky. This is where it gets absolutely freaky in terms of the sacred geometry. I'm just making this part up. This is not real. Here's what's freaky. It's when we put Jupiter over here, and Saturn over here, and Pluto over here. Okay? And all of this is kind of going round in a circle. All of these are going round in a circle, 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 circle. Okay. Circle, and another orbit here, and another orbit here. Now, can you guys see this? All right, I hope you can. Everything about January 2020 pivots around Pluto and Saturn, okay? So give me a second here. Sun, Mercury, Venus, Mars, Jupiter, Saturn. Okay, and Uranus and Neptune are in here, but I'm not going to include them. I'm just going to put the stripes in there. Okay, so this is Jupiter, okay? This is Saturn. Uranus and Neptune are zooming around doing their own thing. And it's definitely not to scale, okay? Got it? And here is what is such let's have a look. What's the word for it? Which is kind of monumental in terms of the sacred geometry. And you'll see it when I go back to the video. This is Pluto. And this is Saturn. And this is Jupiter. Okay? So there we go. There's Sun, Mercury, Venus, Earth, Mars, Jupiter, Saturn, Uranus, Neptune, and Pluto. They're all just whizzing around, whizzing around, whizzing around, whizzing around. Pluto takes about 250 years to go around the Sun. Neptune takes about 145. Uranus takes about 80 years, 90 years, something like that. 70, about 70 years to go around. Saturn takes about, 30 years. Jupiter takes about 12. Anyway, so they're all whizzing around at different speeds at different times, just like, in circles. But here's what's freaky with the sacred geometry. In 2020, we have this amazing thing where Saturn and Pluto line up. Okay? With the sun sign in the constellation of Capricorn. Okay? Over here, in the constellation of Capricorn. Can you see the sacred geometry I'm trying to illustrate here? Now, this is not, mathematically perfect. All I'm trying to suggest here is that through the year 2020, especially in January, over here, January 2020, this is January 2020, we have this historic alignment, which hasn't happened for about 250 years, where Pluto is aligned with Saturn and the Sun at the same time. The last time that this happened was 1776 in the United States. Okay? So you know what that means. For anybody who lives in America, you might recognize that date. It was basically what we consider the birth date of America, and in terms of a legal entity. So we're coming up to a historical repeat of this moment in time. And my personal feeling, which is why I wrote this book, is that just the same thing as what happened in 1776, we're going to have some kind of monumental shift starting to happen in the United States here in 2020. And it's going to start right at the very beginning. In fact, it's going to start at the very tippy end of December 2019, when we have the Capricorn new moon eclipse at December 26th. Okay? It's kind of a big deal. All right? Next, as we spin through 2020, there is another sacred alignment where Jupiter and Saturn are aligned as well, simultaneously. And it's off to the degrees a little bit, but I'm very, very fuzzy on the edges when it comes to these matters. I'm not like a super advanced technical astrologer like the guys who made this video and the places where I look. I just pull out the little bits that I can understand, and then I really dumb it down so I can understand it myself in a way as if I was just hanging out with you guys at a coffee shop and we could just figure it out like this. Anyway, the whole point is, this is monumental. This does not happen. Okay, I'm going to show you something. Okay, I'm going to go back to the video now. Please be patient. Stay right there. Let me see if I can do this properly. Stay right there, please. All right, now, I'm going to go over here. It says here, the triple conjunction. Can you see at the top, guys? It says we're talking about the triple conjunction of Jupiter, Saturn, and Pluto, all square to Eris, which occurs in 2020. It says monumental. This means that the completion and start of 3 planetary cycles coincide. Okay? When it's not a coincidence. Well, in some ways it is a coincidence because there's no good or bad reason why it should be happening. It's just happening because it's happening. Okay? But the thing is, it does have significance. It has meaning about who we are and how it impacts us on our planet. Okay? Thank you, Love Triber. I see that. So what's going to happen when I start the video again? I'm just going to only focus in the very early parts of the video that relate to the astrodoodle that I just showed you earlier. Okay, so please bear with me. Here we go. Are you ready? It goes like this. Here's the 20-year Jupiter, Saturn, 2020. A pivotal year initiates a significant new evolutionary current as these 3 new cycles simultaneously engage, okay? Now you have to understand, this guy who made this stuff, it made it in 2019, okay? Understand, Terra Lumination, I wrote this book, I wrote the original manuscript about 5 years ago, okay? So, I'm not the master. I don't have the technical stuff and the software or the academics or the training to do all the math, to do all this stuff. These guys can do it, but I can't. But I can interpret it and dumb it down in ways that it means something to your average human being. Okay, here we go. Do you see that? It is a societal reset. A societal reset. Okay? So I'm just putting this on a pause again. Let's go back to you guys. And hey JGF, I just saw you. Hang in with us. Let's keep going. Hold on, I need to check something. I just want to make sure. Let's keep going. Yes, you can still hear me. That's good. Okay. So let me go back over here. Watch this. Okay, it's happening very quickly on this video. A synod refers to when 2 or more planets conjoin when looking from the sun. Now, I don't know if you guys can see my arrow here. I hope you can. This is profound astrological history. This is history in the making. And all of us here on planet Earth, all 7.5 billion of us, are going to be living through this in the year 2020. Can you see on this chart how Pluto and Saturn are aligned with the sun? It's a synod. Okay? This is a hugely powerful alignment. Okay? It's very, very significant in terms of the sacred geometry. And the reason why, it's because of the magnetic and gravitational implications about how this affects us on Earth. Later in the video, you will see where the Earth is its own orbit somewhere over here. So watch. Let's just keep rolling. I'm going to do this part again. Watch. Here we are. Now, on this video, it's going very, very quickly. We're seeing months and months of planetary movement in just a few seconds. Here we go. That moment there, did you see that with the red line? That's January 2020. That, dear people, is January 2020. Okay, now let me go back. Then later on in the year, because Jupiter moves much faster, Pluto moves very slow, Saturn moves pretty slow as well. We're not focusing on Neptune and Uranus. We're just focusing on these guys. All right, here we go. Now watch as Uranus moves, okay, closer and closer. Look at this. Watch this carefully. You see that? Okay, I paused everything here. I hope you can see that. This is the moment. This is later in the year 2020 when Jupiter is exactly aligned with Pluto. Again, this is a monumental event. Okay, it's pretty well. It happens. I would have to go back and check all my charts and everything, but this is a monumental event. It's to have this kind of alignment. It's a big deal. The last time that I remember this happened was with Pluto in Leo and Jupiter in Leo, which was the year that Bill Gates was born. The Jupiter-Pluto alignment in Leo indicated tremendous wealth, power, and success for certain individuals. Okay, I'm going to keep going with the video. Hold on. Stay there. These are the main ones that I wanted to talk about for 2020. There's a bunch of other stuff going on. Here's the next one. Can you see this? This is later on, again, in 2020. This is when Saturn and Jupiter are aligned together exactly with the Sun in Capricorn, okay? All of this energy over here is in Capricorn. So, I know because of discussions with some of you guys that there are several of you out there, okay, who are actually born. Hello, Chantal, I see you. Hello, JGF. And hello, Mona, okay? For some people were born at a time when Saturn and Jupiter were aligned in Capricorn. Okay, so this is going to be a very significant moment for in time for those people who were born a while ago with Saturn and Jupiter aligned directly in Capricorn like this with the Sun. Okay, so it's again kind of a big deal for those folks. Okay, Blah, you can join. Yes, you are here. Thank you very much. So, by the way, if anybody's feeling like super rich, or if you've got any trust fund babies, or if you just inherited $1 million and you're looking for a tax write-off, you're perfectly welcome to fill up the super chat with thousands of dollars. I'll take it all. Thank you very much. Chantal has touched on an interesting thing. It's time to behave and be good, okay? Yes, Chantal. This is a very serious time in terms of the astrology. Let's see if I can show you here. Everything that I just showed you, I'm going to go back again. I'm see if I can do it again. Here we go. I'll just play it all through. Watch. Watch carefully. January 2020. And then we cruise through the year, later into the year. And within a few months, we have Jupiter and Pluto aligned. Watch this. You'll see it here. Okay, very well illustrated. And then towards the end of 2020, watch this, the same thing again, the alignment. Okay, that's it. That's what I wanted to show you. It's too much to show you all the rest of this stuff. It's just way too complex and heavy and complicated for the rest of this video. I just wanted to show that to you guys. So, let me get back to you guys on the... actually, I'm just going to hang out with you over here. Hold on. Hello, Upasti. I see you. Hello, Chantal. Hello, Blah. Yes, you can join. You're here. You have already joined. You really don't have to ask for permission. You can just join. All right? Hello, Primary. Hello, Mona. And, yeah, Gigi and Love Triber. Yes, I see it. Hello, Tiamia. I'm just checking in again, seeing who's over here. So, the point, let me go back to the astrodoodles again, all right? This will help. So I'm going to dumb it down even more. And I'm doing this for my own sake, by the way. I'm just going to do some more little circles. There's the sun, okay? And forget everything else. We're going to go all the way to the orbit of Jupiter, Saturn, and Pluto, okay? I'll just put it again to make it really simple. Pluto, Saturn, and Jupiter. Basically, in a very, very fuzzy kind of way of astrology, which I like to do, I like to look at it in a very loose way. This is kind of a big deal. Okay, I'm going to highlight it in green because in some way or other, it's just awesome. So I'm just going to kind of highlight this whole thing here in green, okay? And fill it in a little bit here. And this is for the whole of planet Earth. This is 2020. There's so much other stuff going on, but for the whole of 2020, we have this monumental influence over here. Pluto, Saturn, Jupiter in Capricorn. This is a massive Capricorn stellium starting off in January 2020. And the energy is going to be with us all year, okay? Well, Chantal, I see your notes. I want out. I don't belong here. This place makes my soul agonize. Are you talking about planet Earth? Or are you talking about Terra Lumination channel? I hope it's not the channel. I'm trying to help you guys. I'm trying to help. I mean, this is, in some ways, it's absolutely beautiful. I'll just put some yellow here. There we go. To make it seem amazing. Thank you, Love Triber. This is basically, Love Triber, you've got it, because we talked about this before. Okay? All right, so Tia Mia, in the near future, I'm probably going to be going over all of this with every sign. Okay? I don't know exactly how I'm going to do it, but I feel I have to do it. So for Capricorns, for example, oh gosh, I've only just started doing the astrodoodles. I just started doing the astrodoodles for December. And even December is really kind of a big monumental build-up. Thank you, Chantal. Thank you so much. I'm not trying to scare you people. I'm trying to get you guys appraised and ahead of time so that you don't get caught under a bulldozer or end up as a piece of, on a roadside ditch because of all this stuff, okay? This is incredibly powerful energy, and it is going to be monumentally life-changing for the whole planet. It's in ways that none of us can predict, because none of us on humanity, on planet Earth, have ever been here before with this. This is almost never happened before on Earth to this degree. So it's I can't tell you how important it is. And it's, from my perspective, it's a massive global reality check. Okay? Where humanity is going to come face to face with itself because of the Capricorn energy. There's going to be over here with Pluto and Saturn, I'm thinking of this as the reality check police working together. Basically, anything that can go wrong will go wrong, and people will be outed. And that will be at the very individual level of the soul, each individual, but it'll also be at the level of the collective for cities, towns, countries, governments, institutions, corporations, everything. Okay, everything that has an infrastructure. Okay. Hello, Lily Lynn. Hello, Austria. Okay. Yeah. And because Jupiter's here, it almost gives us it makes us immune. Yes, this is going to be very exciting, challenging, tough, irreversible. You can't change this. This is, again, like Love Triber was saying, it's all about we evolve, grow, adapt. We are going to be forced to evolve, grow, and adapt, okay? This is the reality check police in action. The reality check police are not here to hurt us or harm us. If you can imagine that the reality check police are actually here trying to make our lives better, then you actually become grateful for this, okay? Yes, Chantal, you're right. In your way, you're right. It is kind of a judgment call. And there's a tremendous amount of pressure. You have to understand that these planets just do what they do. You know, every thousands of years, millions of years, they've been doing this. Actually, in our solar system, it's about, I think it's about 4.5 billion years. We've had these 10 rocks, okay? These rocks that I showed you earlier. These have been whizzing around for about 4.5 billion years. Sun, Moon, Mercury, Venus, Mars, Jupiter, Saturn, Uranus, Neptune, and Pluto. And then we have Eris and the asteroids and all of that, okay? So that's cool. But things do change over time, and we just happen to have an awareness now in humanity that we can measure this stuff. We can actually look up into the skies and measure it, and we can see that we're in this monumental epochal moment in human history. For a lot of people, like I said, this is just going to whiz by like another day. It won't register for most people on the planet, but for some of us here, it will register. So with Love Triber's notes here, we evolve, we grow, and we adapt, and we blossom, okay? The flip side of it is that evolve, grow, adapt, or wither, okay? It's your choice. I'll put it like this. It's a choice. It's a decision. You know how I do that on the Sunday Night Lives with the decisions? Okay? Evolve, grow, adapt, and blossom. Thank you, Love Triber, for that one. Evolve, grow, and adapt, or wither. I think it's W-I-T-H-E-R. Okay, so let me make it even simpler. I'm going to dumb it down even more. This is sweet. This is good. Yay. This is pain. Okay? And we have these choices in front of us. In order to evolve, grow, and adapt, it sometimes means a lot of disruption and pain and shift and changes, okay? But when you're in the flow and you allowed it to happen, you do blossom. We do blossom and grow together. When we evolve, grow, and adapt, when we are being pressured to evolve, grow, and adapt by these gravitational influences here, in terms of sacred geometry, when we resist, we are resisting the chance to evolve, grow, and adapt because we would rather stay stuck in the status quo. And what we're doing is building ourselves up for a lot of pain. And we actually are harming ourselves, okay? Okay, so I did get the right spelling. Thank you, Primary. Wither means where. So this is the correct wither. So this is the sad way out. And what I am personally, I'm going to be making sure I do everything I can to make choices that lead me in this direction, okay? This is what I want. This is what I hope for planet Earth. But a lot of the times these decisions are extremely hard to do because it means that we have to evolve, we have to grow, and we have to adapt. And all of that means change. And a lot of people are uncomfortable with change because then it means we have to face the unknown, the fear of the unknown. Now, I'm going to do something even more extreme with my technology here. see if I can play a little tune for you. It's just some music, okay? And I want you guys to hear, I'm doing a lot of homework in the background on my song, I Surrender, okay? The best way to take this pathway is to surrender to the flow. Ask for your angels, dear heaven, dear angels, dear divine guides, dear loved ones from the great beyond, please bring to me that which is mine so that I can evolve, grow, and adapt. Please take away from me that which is not mine so that I can evolve, grow, and adapt and blossom. Thank you very much. That's what I like to do. That's why I'm kind of running this channel, okay? Thank you, Chantal. Exactly. Now, let me see if I can play this tune for you. Let me hear this. Let me just give me a second. I don't know if it's going to work. Hold on. It sounds like I have to. Oh, I want to play the whole. Hold on, give me a second. Why is it not working? No. It's not. Wait a minute, I'm going to go back. I'm going to try something else. I'm going to see if I can get it to work another way. Hold on, stay there. Just bear with me. Bear with me. I'm going to try something. Again, I'm pushing the technology. Really pushing the technology. Alright, hopefully you can hear this. Oh yeah, we do have it. I'm already set up. What am I wimping about? Okay, so I just have to go back. Please, again, please understand. I'm really pushing the. I want to play this for you. And it sounds like this. So there. Anyway, I wanted you guys to have a glimpse, have a listen, so you can get an idea of where we're heading with all of this. Yeah, I think it's beautiful. When I hear it over here at the studio on some, my monitors and everything, it's like I keep thinking like, wow, we're actually doing this. So I'm going to see if I can actually play you the acoustic song now, like the original one, okay? So you can hear. And it sounds like this. It sounds like this. I surrender. Oh, how the body craves. Oh, how the heart it aches. Oh, how the soul knows all of this. Feels like you manifested me in ways that match perfectly, answering my own wish for sure. So many lifetimes in the making. This time round there is no faking, no mistaking. I surrender, I surrender. My hands are held up high, my knees are on the ground. I surrender, I surrender. I hand myself over to the mystery of your sweet embrace. There's no going back, don't even have any maps to our new futures. There's only our next breath. We're so fully committed and so fully engaged, so courageous and fighters to the death, building bridges from your heart to my heart, forging bonds of honest structure, our new start. I surrender, I surrender. My hands are held up high, my knees are on the ground. I surrender, I surrender. I hand myself over to the mystery of your sweet embrace. There's no way around this, only way out is through. There's no way around this, open the door to bliss. Only way out is through, that's what we're gonna do, yeah. I surrender, I surrender. My hands are held up high, my knees are on the ground. I surrender, I surrender. I hand myself over to the mystery of your sweet embrace. I surrender. My hands are held up high, my knees are on the ground. I surrender, I surrender. I hand myself over to the mystery of your sweet embrace. So, that's sort of what I was getting at. And I'm glad some of you are here and you kind of get it. Thank you very much. Hello, Pam Bam, over there in New Zealand. It must be, let's have a look. It must be happy hour. Yeah. Yeah, it's probably happy hour for Pam Bam in New Zealand right now. I hope you're having a good day driving around, doing everything you do over there, Pam Bam. By the way, Love Triber, I'm keeping the shungite very, very close to me, in between myself and the computers and the microphones and the cameras and the lights and the electricity and the monitors, okay? Okay? Thank you, Chantal. I'm glad you get it. That was the kind of point of making this thing. So Pam Bam, what I'd like to do is play for you and Mary and Mona and Lily something that we showed to everybody here earlier before you guys arrived. It is a little video depiction of what I'm talking about with January 2020. Okay, so I started off the show here tonight with a little reminder about this book from Lumination. You can get it from the links below if you're interested. And this is all about January 2020. Okay, and it's written for what I would call the lay person. Okay. You don't have to be a major astrologer. You don't have to be a rocket scientist. You don't have to be, have, $2,000 worth of astrology software to read it or anything like that. But it's all about this. So, Pam Bam and Mona, I'm just sharing this with you. I'm going to show you a little video in the moment. It's a depiction of all the planets moving around the sun and why 2020 is such a pivotal year in human history. And when you see the video in a moment, you're going to see something that looks like this. There's going to be a highlight which shows how Pluto, Saturn, and Jupiter are aligning in the sign of Capricorn in 2020. And it starts with a huge bang in January 2020, especially with the Capricorn eclipse at the very tippy end of 2019, around Christmas Day 2019. So let me show you in the moment. And when that happens, you're going to see something that I feel looks like this. When you add it all up, it's going to look like this, okay? So give me a second and I'll go back over here with you. And I'm going to set it all up so you can see it. So bear with me. I'm going to go back over here. I'm going to go back over here. That's the guy. Okay, here we go. Are you ready? So just watch this and I'll talk over it a little bit. Here we're talking about the triple conjunction. Jupiter, Saturn, and Pluto, all square to Eris, which occurs in 2020. I will stop it and start it, don't worry. We're going to be looking at the 20-year Jupiter-Saturn cycle, which repeats every 20 years, the 12.5-year Jupiter-Pluto cycle, and the 37-year Saturn-Pluto cycle. But most importantly is the alignment of Pluto, Saturn, and Jupiter in Capricorn. Watch. Okay, this fellow writes it very simply. 2020, it's a pivotal year. It initiates a significant new evolutionary current as these three new cycles simultaneously engage. That's the critical thing here. A societal reset. Okay, so that you know, that's his way of saying global restructuring, January 2020. I wrote my book years before this fellow made his video, but his video is far more advanced than my little book. But it's still relevant. Okay, so this is what I'm showing you. Can you see this, Pam Bam? Over here? And whoever showed up, let me just see who else just showed up, okay? Oh, you get it. You were all here earlier, okay? Let me go back. All right, so we're going to see this synod, which is when two or more planets conjoin when looking from the sun. So we're going to see something across the axis here. And just remember the doodle that I showed you. Watch this. I'm going to go back again. You see that red line there? That's an indication of how the orbit of Pluto and Saturn are aligned with the Sun in Capricorn at around 22 degrees in January 2020. Now watch this. In a moment, I'm going to stop. I just stopped this thing. In a moment, you're going to see how Pluto and Jupiter align in a synodic cycle with the Sun. Watch. You see that? When Pluto and Jupiter align in this way, it's a very powerful, expansive period. It's for a few months, okay? Some people were born with this. One classic example is Bill Gates. Bill Gates was born with Pluto conjoined Jupiter in Leo at birth. It bestows immense opportunities and power in the right hands with the right people. Next, we're going to keep rolling. In a few moments, we're going to see the alignment between Saturn and Jupiter, okay? Over here and over here. Watch this. You get it? Can you see that? This is a very powerful alignment as well. And all of this is happening in 2020, okay? And it's all happening in Capricorn, okay? Let's keep going just a little bit. His notes over here, not only biologically, but also providing the context for the development of society. This is going to happen on a global scale, okay? Most importantly, for the evolution of human consciousness. I'm just going to let this video roll a little bit longer so you can see how the faster moving planets trigger the big slow ones, okay? When you see the colorful highlights, okay? Can you see that? The faster moving planets act as triggers. This is when you get things like squares, conjunctions, sextiles, oppositions, okay? Look at this one. August the 11th, 2020. Look at this one. October 25th, 2020. Look at this one. December 16th, 2020. That's beautiful. All right, I'm going to go back over here to the main ones again. Okay? Hold on. I just want to set this up and just leave it so I can go back and hang out with you guys. All right? So give me a second. Actually, I forgot. It's over here. This is where it starts. This is the big one. Okay? So now I'm going to go back and hang out with you guys. All right. There we go. So, yes. Dear Love Triber, you made a good point. We're extremely lucky in this alignment because Jupiter is protecting the whole planet. Jupiter has this beautiful benefic energy like the big healer, the great healer, that protects and brings the potential for good fortune, for the goodness to come out of it. Because Pluto and Saturn on their own, that's such a heavy, serious alignment, especially in Capricorn, more than any other sign. Okay, it is literally like this reality check police have their hands on your shoulder, okay? And they're not going to let go. So, they love you. Please imagine that the planets love you. They want what is best for you. And so, they're here to almost like arrest you and stop you from getting into trouble by following your unevolved self, your unadapted self, your immature self. They want you to grow. They want you to mature. They want you to evolve, adapt, and blossom. Okay? But you have to do it in an act of co-creation. We have to work with the planets, okay? Okay? Jeepers, man. Let me go back to that setting. So, if you look at that with that little red line, it's also amplified by the eclipse, okay? December 26th and January 2020 is just a huge pivotal time in history. I'm hoping that some of you guys will make notes or keep a close look at your life as you go through this historic moment. And, share your stories over here, okay? It would really, really help. I'm going to go back to the stage a moment. All right, so here we are. So, does this little picture make sense? This is for the whole of 2020, okay? This thing over here. Lily Lynn was writing something about Mr. Epstein and the sex trafficking ring globally. Well, hopefully, if whatever that is, hopefully they will become arrested or come unglued. I don't know what the story is. I'm sorry, I don't really watch the news much. I just try to stay alive and do my best to stay alive, okay? Let's have a look. Where are we? I want to go back and hang out with you guys. Hey. I don't know anything about the story. It sounds really ugly and gruesome and horrible. Sorry about that. For all the people who were victims of sex trafficking, it must be awful. Can't imagine anything horrible. Just, hello, Roni, where did you come from? Roni, I'm just about to wrap up the show. But you arrived just as I'm saying cheerio and farewell. I learned a lot this evening just simply about the technology, being able to share some of the materials that I want to share with you guys. Thank you for hanging out. And I will probably do this again another time. Hello, Frittily, where did you come from? Hello. Oh, well, Ronnie, I don't know what to say anymore. YouTube is just like, it's just a miracle. I still even have a channel at all, frankly, with all the stuff that's going on behind the scenes with the platform and the The infamous algorithm. Anyway, we're here. We're still actually here. And probably over the next year and a half, things are going to change and change and then change again. Okay? By the way, I want to let you know in advance, we have 6 eclipses coming up in 2020. And that's on top of everything I just shared with you, okay? 6 eclipses. So that means a lot of evolutionary, almost like pushing and shoving. It's like being squeezed through a funnel, the whole planet, in terms of humanity and human evolution. It actually starts December 26th, just a few weeks from now, okay? That's when the real cycle begins. And if you want to, I like to think of it as 7 eclipses in a row. That's how I'm looking at it. It's monumental, okay? Thank you, Love Triber. All right, where I need to be. So, hello, Tiffany. Tiffany Blake. Tiffany Blake. Thank you for dropping in. Have you met everybody? Hey, Tiffany, have you met everybody? There's Love Triber. There's Fritaly. There's Chantal. We also have a bunch of other regulars here. Roni Bunny's very new. Primary Feathers is regular. And Lily Lynn is regular. Okay, Love Triber, of course, is regular. And I think Linda was here earlier. And who else did we have? Pam Bam is here. Pam Bam's probably driving. Mona is over there in Norway. And I can't remember. Anyway, let's... Anyway, thank you for hanging in. Greetings, Fritelli. Yeah, you might have to watch the replays later. I was doing a kind of little miniature seminar on 2020 and the planets, the sacred geometry. It's mind-boggling. I mean, all of us have been through all sorts of crazy stuff. What? What was that? Tiffany Blake, also known as Warrior Spirit. I don't know what you're talking about. Water babies and warrior spirits. I don't know what you're talking about, Tiffany. Tiffany, could you introduce yourself? Introduce yourself to everybody and get to know everybody. I'm very curious about what you're saying. Something like making videos together. Hello, Tiffany. Yeah. And oh, are you also known as Warrior Spirit? Is that what you're saying? I think it's great to have a warrior spirit. I applaud you. Okay. I did something today. I tried something. A few people told me I had to try it. So I tried it. It's something called Periscope. I don't know if you've heard of it. What? Tiffany Blake is saying, hello, Primary Feathers. Thanks for agreeing. I love them both. I would like to see a once-a-month collaboration. So, no collaboration. No. TL Solo. TL Solo. TL Solo. TL Solo. No collabs. No collabs. Well, the chances of a collaboration are pretty minimal, so I mean I'm flattered. Okay, hi everyone. Yeah, maybe I have no idea. So Water Baby Tarot. I guess that's a tarot channel. You probably figured out I don't really I don't actually watch a lot of YouTube. I'm sorry, people. I don't know a lot. I don't know. Maybe I should. You know how they say you got to know the enemy, know the competition? But I know there's like 100,000 tarot and astrology channels now, and like, what can you do? What can you do? Sorry, Pam Pam got sidetracked and is happy hour and is having a night off at the gym. Yay! Yay. Okay, Chantal, I get the point. I'm not looking to collaborate with anybody. I mean, I've thought of it. There are some huge tarot channels out there, and it would be like really cool if they said, hey, Tarot Illumination, do you want to come over and hang out and do a collaboration? And all of a sudden I get 30,000 new subscribers. That would be really, really cool. Thank you. Calm down, Chantal. It's okay. I don't want to get into like a. I think, Tiffany Blake has, she's giving her opinion there, okay? Love Tribe is saying, TL, you do you. That's what we're going to do. That's what we're going to do. Fertily is saying she needs to cut down on the number of readers she watches. Okay. Yeah. Yes, right. Sorry, I got sidetracked. Yes, there's this thing called Periscope. It's sort of like a super ultra stripped down, super lean YouTube live stream, and I think it's owned by Twitter, and it's called Periscope, and it's like a little app, and you can put your smartphone up and you can live stream. And so I tried it today. I actually put up a Tarot Illumination video on Periscope. Scary poop. On scary poop. But I did it under a different name so nobody would know. Okay? Yeah. Anyway, it doesn't really compare to a YouTube live stream, but hey, it was kind of interesting. Thank you, Chantal. Yes. I like that. I feel honored by what you just said. Yes, that primary, that thing with Periscope is kind of interesting. Check it out. It's something called Periscope. And you can just Google it or whatever you want. And you can turn it into your app on your phone. And I just tried it. And it's very cute. And I have a friend of mine who's a successful self-made musician. And she got her break on Periscope. Because it's like it's a tiny, like miniature YouTube live stream thing. And mostly it's things like about sports and religion and, I don't know, fashion and girls' makeup and it's just very, very kind of limited. It's very popular in India because it's very simple and it uses only a small amount of bandwidth. So, and YouTube is quite demanding. So what I was suggesting primary, sure, play with Periscope, but YouTube live stream is still the place to be. Hello, Karen. Kia ora. Kia ora. Hi, Karen. Happy days in New Zealand. Okay. Yeah. Yes, primary. Primary. Periscope is made for smartphone live streaming. That's all it does. That's all it is. It's super simple, and you just get your camera set up somewhere. Maybe get your gooseneck or something, and set it up and get it to film you. And there's a way you can teach yourself how to make the camera a selfie. And then, or you can make the camera set up so you can film, do a live stream of your videos. of your making your art. It would be fantastic. Yeah, I see what you're saying, Tiffany. I see that. Yeah. Yes. Yeah. So, anyway, it's kind of cool. I never imagined I would hang out on a Tuesday night, but I just felt this thing. I had to share this information with you. And there's more stuff that I'm going to share. I have a few more ideas I'm going to be bringing to you guys in the near future, okay? Because 2020 is coming, and the more we are prepared, the better off we will be, okay? Yeah. Tiffany Blaker. I did. Really, sorry. Sorry, Tiffany. I don't remember everybody's names. You know, because sometimes I get members and they stay for a few weeks and then they just disappear. But I should have known that. I should have known that. I'm so sorry, Tiffany. I feel a bit awkward. I'm sorry about that. Don't worry about it, okay? Don't worry. Let's not worry about it. It's not a big deal. The way I do things over here at Terra Lumination, it is very, very random. Certain things are very, very orderly, as you know. I like to get my pencils and my post-its all lined up, but I can't always predict when I'm going to be able to have a chance to go on live and make videos and things like that. I'm already preparing for December. I just want you guys to know. So the chances are, because it's so much more comfortable and relaxing to do these things live. I don't know why, but it is. I'm going to be starting the Astrodoodles this week, okay? So be prepared. There's going to be just random videos coming up. So make sure your notification things are set, you know, to receive notifications from Terra Lumination. It's very, very complicated. You know, you have to go into your Google settings, your smartphone settings, and your channel settings to get one notification. So I'm just kind of giving you a heads up. Okay? Yeah. Yeah. So what I'm just kind of giving you guys a heads up. Tomorrow is Wednesday over here in the United States. And I'm going to start doing the Astrodoodles for December. Okay, I'm just letting you know. And they're probably going to look a little bit different from the other Astrodoodles. There's going to be, chances are there'll be almost nothing on the Astrodoodles except the big Capricorn stuff. Because I just want people to be aware, okay? Everything's whizzing around all the time anyway, but this is a very special time, and we need to get ready. Ronnie Bunny, yes, doodles. I will show you. Just for Ronnie, I'm just going to show you. Okay? Stay there, Ronnie. I'll show you an Astrodoodle in the making. Here we go. Yeah, Ronnie, I don't think I can afford to do the Wellness Wednesdays anymore. It's just taking up a huge amount of time, and I love doing it, but I have to become really strict. I'm having to become really, really. This is the reality check. It's already happening. I'm having to become really, really tough about the time and energy that I dedicate to the channel, on the channel, and then when I'm away from the channel, because I do a lot of stuff behind the scenes just to keep the channel going, even though it looks like I only do about 40 hours a month. So I will show you. Stay there, okay? I'll show you, Ronnie. Stay there. I've already started making my notes for December. And it's kind of strange because it's such an extreme time period that we're heading into. Okay? I haven't put the highlights on yet, but I have made a preliminary sketch. Okay? Good night, Tiffany. Okay? I'll see you. I'm going to wrap up the show in a moment anyway. But over here, for example, I just sketched out the basics for Aries for December. Okay? This is where the action is. Okay? We've got all this other stuff going on, but this is where the action is. This is a Terlumination Astrodoodle. Okay? Thank you, Roni. I hope that makes sense. And it's from yours truly, Terlumination. And this is sort of what they look like. And this one is what it looks like for Aries. But starting tomorrow, I'm going to be doing all the Astrodoodles live. Okay? Yeah. It's hard to just do all this stuff together, so I'm just going to put it all together. And when I start doing all these shows live, I'm going to start dropping hints to people about super chats and everything. I mean, no one's obliged, but I have to do it because one of the next things I'm thinking of doing is demonetizing the channel. Okay, apart from super chat. Okay, and there's a reason I'm doing it. It's because it allows me to have a little bit more freedom. Some of the problems that are happening on the channel are because of the pressure from advertisers. Okay. Oh, who is this? What's just happened here? CHF. That's like Swiss francs or something. Isn't it Swiss dollars or something? He's a Libra and you're a Gemini. Is he interested? Send the SMS. Oh, okay. Good night, Chantal. I'm going to wrap it up. My la. Just put in 2 CHF. He's a Libra. I'm Gemini. Is he interested? Okay, let's just pull up one little oracle card. Okay? Just for fun. I'm actually going to pull a Romance Angels card for you, okay, my. This was going to be a little message from the angels. I don't know if it's going to answer your question, but it might help you, okay? He's a Libra, you're a Gemini, okay? Good night, Chantal. I'm just going to do this one, since you asked. Yeah, puts me in an awkward spot, doesn't it? Chantal, I see what you're saying about the notes. Good morning, Lily Lynn. It's morning for you. I know you have to get on with things. Okay, this is for Mai. Well, a brief message here for Mai. Just one card, okay? It says here, chemistry. Aha. This is very simple. I'm just keeping this very simple, okay, Mai? Now, does the chemistry mean that it's going to happen? No. My feeling is the chemistry is all about the awareness between yourself and another person, okay? And you feel it. Have a look. Can you see this imagery here? You see this? That's you. You're the Libra. He's the Libra. You're the Gemini. So with Libra and Gemini, that's pretty harmonious naturally. So it would be very simple and natural for the Libra and the Gemini to have a nice connection. And can look at this. When I do my readings, it's on the understanding, Mai, that there's you. There's the other one, okay? And then there's a third thing called the relationship itself. So look at this picture. Do you see this? Let's say that's Mai, and you're the Gemini, And there's the Libra over here. And you see what they're holding in their hands? That little magic glowing thing? That's the relationship. Okay? That is the relationship. Okay? And they are both fascinated because they can sense it. There is chemistry. It says here, there is a strong magnetic attraction here. All right? So, I'm just going to read from the book. Dear Mai, you received this card because you feel a strong dynamic pull towards another person. In other words, you share chemistry with him or her. This creates intense, pleasurable sensations that draw you to each other. If this person is someone other than your partner in a committed relationship, then the chemistry is probably a source of both stress and escape. You will need to weigh your options and the consequences carefully before or instead of leaving your current partner or embarking upon an affair. In other words, you don't want to get into trouble just because there's a bit of chemistry, okay? We all have chemistry. We all have many, many links with many, many people in our lifetimes, okay? If we are free, and we can do that. But does that mean it's a love or a relationship or a marriage or romance or passion or babies or whatever? We don't know. Now, Mai, if you are single and you feel this pull towards another unattached person, then this card brings you a go-ahead green light of good news. Most likely the chemistry is mutual and merits exploration. So that's a good sign. This is very encouraging for you. If you're attracted to the Libra and the Libra is attracted to you, that looks encouraging. It's a chancer. It says, in some cases, this card may mean that a lack of chemistry is a cause for relationship issues and personal discontent. If there was chemistry, it can be restored by devoting effort to the relationship. Passion, sparks, and romance can be revived through playfulness, thoughtfulness, time together, and caring gestures. Call upon your romance angels to guide you as you make important decisions about channeling this chemistry. Mai, I'm very resistant to doing what I call yes/no questions. If you sent a message and you're hoping for an answer, it might be fun just to let things happen. In other words, allow yourself to play. Allow yourself to live in the chemistry, okay? Okay? The Libra-Gemini connection is very comfortable. It's very attractive. It's very mutually, it's sweet. There's a very good chance that he is going to respond to you in a nice way. Now, does that mean you're going to be lovers or you're going to have a passionate relationship? I don't know, and I can't answer that. But the important thing is that there is definitely something there with you guys. Absolutely for sure, you do have a connection, okay? I'm going to leave it at that. Everybody, thank you very much. I hope that helped you. It would be so nice if we could just answer simple questions if I was a fortune teller, but I don't really do fortune telling on this channel. I do more of a message. The messages come through that people need to hear. Okay? I'm just going to leave it at that. And I have to do a lot of reports tomorrow on the Astrodoodles. So I'm going to wrap it up for you guys. Okay? I'm going to have one last sip. I'm going to leave on a very, very mellow, quiet note. I'm going to leave it very, very light and open. I'm going to play my song Taste Your Dreams. Okay? sounds like this.
Okay. If you wish for a simple miracle, if you wish you can have one right away, all you need is some faith, is the will. Ask for it and it will come to you today. Hey, hey, I want you to be oh so happy. I want you to be your higher self. Yeah, I want you to live and die laughing. Taste your dreams today. Taste your dreams this way. Yeah. Na da 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 da, na da 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 da. La da 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 da, da 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 da. And if you wish to be in a state of grace, ask for it and it will meet you face to face. And if you wish, if you dare to dream, you will find that it's easier than it seems. Hey, hey, I want you to be oh so happy. I want you to be your higher self. Yeah, I want you to live and die laughing. Taste your dreams today. Taste your dreams this way. Yeah. Oh. Da 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 ba da 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 la da 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 la da 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 da. Oh, la da 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 da. I want you to be oh so happy. Yeah, I want you to be your higher self. Yeah, yeah. I want you to live and die laughing. Taste your dreams today. Taste your dreams this way. Taste your dreams this way. Taste your dreams today.
I'm going to play out the music again for I Surrender. I love it. Like this.